Something in the sky refused the rules. Not loudly, not a crash or flare, but in tiny betrayals. A tail turned the wrong way. A spectrum that shouldn't exist. A speed no star could explain. They called it Three-Eye Atlas. We called it inexplicable. Tonight, why did Atlas change course? At first it was routine. An incoming interstellar traveler. Catalogued, cracked, cold, fast on the textbook arc. Then the numbers diverged. Multiple observatories, different instruments, different nights saw the same oddities. Filters, calibrations, human error ruled out. The anomaly was real. The thing in our sky was not behaving the way our physics promised it should. Gravity writes predictable lines, but Atlas's dust didn't sit on its line. The coma, that halo of gas and dust, tilted, sometimes sideways, sometimes slightly forward. Material ejected not just away from the sun, but toward it. On paper, the orbit remained a neat arc. In the details, the dust told a different story. A body that seemed to be pushing or being pulled by something else we couldn't measure. Then came the spectra. Comets light up like chemical fingerprints when their ices vaporize. Atlas's fingerprint had a smudge. Strong nickel, bright and unpaired. Where was the iron that usually travels with it? Instruments should have found both. They found only one. Nickel without iron. A combination familiar in manufacturing, not in natural ice and rock. Scientists fleshed out plausible explanations, but the numbers refused to settle. The chemistry amplified the mystery. Astronomers rewound Atlas's motion across millions of years using stellar catalogs. A comet should carry a history. Close passes, slingshots, accelerations explained by encounters. Instead, echoes and silence. The closest nudges were too weak. No star could account for its speed. Age estimates suggested something ancient, perhaps billions of years old. Yet its behavior looked distinctly alive. Motion without a clear origin. Momentum without a cause. There is a date on our calendars when Atlas will pass near Mars. Not a strike, but a close, almost intimate brush. Mars is our mirror, the other planet we inspect for signs of life, the place we plan to walk. The coincidence is improbable. Is it random geometry or reconnaissance by something older than our models? Whether dust, rock, or something stranger, but timing forces a new question. If an object from beyond targets the same neighborhood we study for life, What does that imply? We can call Atlas a comet, a fragment, an interstellar messenger. We can file papers with careful caveats, or we can admit the simpler truth. We don't know. And that unknown changes us. It humbles our certainty, sharpens our questions, and forces us to look harder and together into the silence. If this unsettles you, if it sparks wondering, leave a mark. Like, comment your theory, share this with someone who loves the sky. Follow for updates. When Atlas brushes Mars, every telescope and rover may tell a new piece of the story. Subscribe to keep watching as the science unfolds. Join the conversation. We're looking up together.